Hello faculty. You will notice that your 16 spring course has the OC course template already preloaded into it. This is a bit different from what we've done before in previous semesters because we want to ensure that everyone is using the same template for their course and also their course syllabus. So if we take just a brief look at the template here, you'll notice that we still have our standard template banner. We have our standard template menu here. None of this has changed. And then all the elements of the menu itself have remained the same. They still link to the same places and contain the same items. The course information is a particularly important area because this is where you will always find your course syllabus and also your course outline. Um, in the coursework area, we only include a note as to what you should be adding to this area. The My Grades link is a link to the My Grades area for students. You'll notice that you won't get anything to pull up for this area. The communication area is for you to provide information for your students on how you plan to communicate with them. And then the OC Resources is an external link that goes to an OC Resources page. One thing to note is that because we have switched over to the new website, the OC Resources link has changed. I sent out an email previously asking you to update this link in your courses. If you haven't, don't worry, the template already contains a working OC Resources link. So if you haven't switched it out, you'll get it with the new 16 Spring template. Alright, let's talk about your course banner. If you don't already have a course banner from a course that's being copied over from a previous semester, you'll need to make one. And here's how you do it. The email that includes this video will have a PPTX file attached. And let me just open it up right here. It's called OC Course Banner. And when you open it up, it's going to look something like this. It's a very simple PowerPoint design. The trick to getting this to work is that you need to make sure to save it as an image file so that you can place it into Blackboard. So in this case, I'm just going to put on here, you'll put your course department and course number here. Usually I recommend leaving off the section number so that these banners can be more generic and used from semester to semester. And here on the second line is where you will include your course title. And then down here is where you include your name. Now the key to this is when you save it, you want to save it as an image file. So you'll go to File, you'll go to Save As, and in the box that appears, you want to make sure to place it somewhere that you can easily find it. In this case, I'm going to place it on my desktop. And under the Save As type, this is very important. You want to make sure to click on this and switch it to a PNG format. We found that this PNG format is the best quality image to put into Blackboard. And of course, you'll want to rename it. In this case, I'm just going to say Course Banner, and then hit Save. Now, usually you'll get prompted with, do you want to export every slide in the presentation or just the current slide? Usually it's just easier to just click on current slide only because that's the only thing that you're saving. Now once you've done that, you're going to get a file on your desktop or wherever you've saved it, and it should look, pull this down here, look something kind of like this. So we're going to go into Blackboard. Let me pull that back up. And to get the banner switched out in your course, all you have to do is go to Control Panel, click on Customization, and then click on Teaching Style. The banner for your course is at the very bottom of your screen, so scroll all the way down. And under where you have Select Banner, you're going to just click on Browse My Computer, and then you're going to locate the banner that you just created. In this case, it's my PNG file right here. And then once you've done that, just hit Submit. And to check to make sure that's in the course, if you click on the announcements, you should now see your new course banner in your course. Your 16 spring course has been designed to make things easier for you when it comes to your syllabus and having to provide a copy of the syllabus for HB 2504 requirements. Gone are the days when you would have had to update your syllabus in Blackboard and then copy and paste it into a Word document to send it off to marketing. Now, all 16 spring courses and forward are preset with certain settings to allow for the course to be searchable and viewable by guests. Guests will be able to search your course using the Blackboard course catalog, and it is critically important that you do not alter these settings. If you do, you will be considered in non-compliance with HB 2504. So, just so that you are aware of what these settings are in your course, if you look under Customization, Guest and Observer Access, you'll notice now that all of your courses have Allow Guest Access turned on. This is very, very important. Do not change this setting. Additionally, under your faculty information link, it's very, very important that your course always has this link, because this is the link that is set up to display to guests to get them into your syllabus. If you are ever unsure if your faculty information link is turned on to guests or not, all you have to do is click on the chevron on the right side of faculty information and look for the Deny Guest link. As long as it says Deny Guest, that means that right now Allow Guest is turned on. I want to do a quick demonstration of what a guest would need to do in order to search for your course to view the syllabus. This is just to show you how easy it is now that you don't have to worry about taking your syllabus outside of Blackboard. So, say I'm a guest and I don't have a Blackboard login, but I want to be able to view some syllabi for the upcoming semester. If I click on View Course Catalog, and this link will also be provided on the main website, we will get a searchable course catalog for Blackboard. Now, it's important that when people search for your course, they either know the course name, the course ID, or the course instructor. In this case, I'm going to search by ID because I know part of the ID that I'm looking for. In this case, it's 16 Spring. So you make sure that it says ID contains 16 Spring, and it doesn't have to be the entire course ID or course name. It can just be part of it. And when you hit go, it's going to bring up a list of everything that's available to be viewed. In this case, it's my 16 Spring test course. You'll notice that any course that comes up with guest access is hyperlinked, so they can click on it. When I click on this, you'll notice that it takes me directly into the course syllabus on the first page, faculty information. Now you'll notice that there is nothing else available to guests in the course. The only thing we want them to see is the course syllabus. If someone tries to back out of the course syllabus, say they want to look at course information, they'll get an access denied. So the only thing that they have access to is that faculty information link. And you'll notice that as a guest, they can come through and they can view the syllabus the same way that anyone in your course would, a student or otherwise. But they'll be able to flip through the pages and find the information they need without having to be registered with a Blackboard account. And it's just as simple as that. The syllabus template that has been loaded with your 16 Spring course has been altered to improve the flow of updates and communication for common elements. Several elements of the course syllabus are common to all courses across the institution. These items cannot be altered and should not be removed. Those elements are course participation, general education core objectives, Odessa college policies, and student support services. So when we take a look at the syllabus here, and we look for any of those 4 elements, you'll notice that when you get to them, they actually look like they don't contain any information on them at all. But this is okay, it's nothing to worry about. This is only what you see when you're editing the syllabus. Notice that if you go in and try and edit the item, you only get the option to edit a file, but you don't get the option to edit the content on the file. This shouldn't be a big deal because the information on these items shouldn't be anything that you would need to edit anyway. So to see what this would look like from a student point of view, we're going to turn edit mode off here. And you'll notice that the syllabus loads up the same as it normally does. It's done by pages and it's got a table of contents. We're going to go through here, and as we approach one of those common elements, you'll notice that when it comes on the screen, it looks exactly like it would in an old copy of the syllabus, and now it has information populated on the item. So we'll kind of go through here just to go through a few more of them. And notice the general education core objectives is the same way, has all the information on it from previous syllabus. And we'll keep going through here. So Odessa College Policies, again, loaded as a common item, and then the Student Support Services, same thing. So what's the benefit to all this? The nice thing about this is that all of these elements exist in one area, and when an update needs to be made to one of them, say for example, if we need to update a link or maybe a phone number or someone's name in the support area, it means that when we update it in one place, the update gets pushed out to every single syllabus that's using this item. So if you choose not to use the template that's been loaded with your 16 Spring course and you're copying over a syllabus from a previous semester, it's going to be really important that you move these elements from the syllabus template right now into your copy of your syllabus. And this will actually be covered in the next section of video. In this section, we're going to talk about what you're going to do if you want to copy course content from a previously existing course into your 16 Spring Shell. So one of the first things that you'll want to make sure to do is you want to make sure to remove duplicates. In this case, I'm going to locate a course that I want to copy into my 16 Spring Shell. I'm going to just find one here. We're going to go through the process to do a quick course copy. Alright, so we have copied content, and now we're going to wait for it to populate. Once the copy is complete, you should get an email to notify you that the course content has been copied, and in that case you can click on the refresh button here in your spring course. When you do, you should get something here that says copy is complete. So you'll notice a few changes have been made. Your banner should be updated with the banner from the course copy. You will have some duplicate items here on the menu that you'll want to address. In this case, we're going to just kind of get rid of some extraneous things. You want to make sure to keep this clean because the more you let these stack up, the more cluttered it looks, especially to students. So we're just going to get rid of these extras here. So when you've done a course copy, the place that you particularly want to look for duplicates is the course information area. So in this area, the items that are at the top of the page are going to be the items that were part of the original template. So anything below those is going to be what was copied in from the previous course. So you'll notice where you'll start getting into an issue of you have a course syllabus and a course outline, and then I also have a course syllabus and a course outline. So I want to make sure that I'm using the right ones. We're going to get rid of the duplicate outline. And in the case of the course syllabus, I want to make sure that I'm using the common elements that we spoke about in the previous section of this video. So I'm going to go into the first course syllabus. This is going to be the one that was loaded in with 16 Spring. And I'm going to find those common elements, so student course participation. When you click on the chevron, you're going to get an option for move. We're going to choose to move this. You don't have to change the destination course, just do a browse. It's going to bring up a structure of your course, and you will get to see now in your course information you have two different syllabus. The one at the bottom is the one that you copied in from a previous section. So I'm just going to click on that syllabus and say submit. What I'm effectively doing here is I'm moving the common elements out of the template syllabus and I'm placing them into the syllabus that I copied in. So I'm going to find these other ones here. We're going to just move. I'm going to follow the same process. Course syllabus, the second one. We should only have a few more here. College policies. And then the very last one, student support services. Alright, so now that we have moved those common elements out of the 16 Spring syllabus, we can actually get rid of that syllabus. If we go into course information, we can take this syllabus and we're just going to go ahead and remove it. Now one thing to note, when you do that, you'll notice that your faculty information link disappears from the menu. This is very important because if you do this, you need to make sure to reset that link and reset guest options on it so that your syllabus can be searchable by students through the course catalog. We'll address that here in a minute. Right now, let's take a look at the course syllabus that got copied in. We're going to click on that syllabus. And you'll notice if I scroll all the way to the bottom, there are my four elements that I moved into the syllabus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to remove the old elements. These are the ones that actually appear on the page, so I can get rid of this one. And get rid of Blackboard Student Support Services. We're also going to get rid of student course participation. We're going to get rid of institutional core objectives. And we're also going to get rid of Odessa College policies. So by getting rid of these old items, we can now replace them with the new institutional items that we moved into here. So we know that policies and student support services are at the bottom. We're going to just click, hold, and drag and move these up. Student course participation goes right below grading. And then general core objectives goes right above course objectives. So now that you've done that, your copied in syllabus now contains the common elements that you need from the 16 Spring template. One other thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that the faculty information link is restored back on the menu. To do that, with edit mode on in the course, you want to make sure you go to the plus sign and click on course link. You're going to browse your course. When you do this, it's going to bring up a course structure. Now it may look something like this. If your syllabus isn't expanded, just click on the plus sign and click on the little refresh button here, and it should expand everything for you. You're going to click on faculty information. It'll automatically give it a name. Just make sure it's available to users. Hit submit. It does appear at the bottom of your course menu, so you do want to drag it up and place it right in between announcements and course information. And the only other thing you want to do is you want to make sure that it's turned on to guest. If you click on the chevron on the right side of faculty information, you want to make sure to select to permit guest. If you don't do this, your syllabus won't be searchable for HB 2504. Once you've taken care of the syllabus, you want to make sure to check the rest of your course elements to make sure that there are no existing duplicates. So under the coursework area here, no duplicates other than this note, and you don't have to keep this note around. This is really just for you guys. If you want to remove it, you certainly can. There's nothing on the My Grades link that should be a duplicate because it is a tool link. The communication area does sometimes get duplicates. You'll notice that you have course messages doubled here, and the note about messages also doubled. So just make sure to get rid of any duplicates that you see on here. Let's get rid of these. And that's all you should have to do. Now you have a 16 Spring course that is using the OC course template, and you now have the syllabus template that is searchable for HB 2504 requirements, and you no longer have to worry about updating common elements.